Hi, this is Janak Reddy Dubbaka. Now we are going to discuss some important problems from electromagnetic waves. So here is the first problem. The phase difference between the following two waves y2 and y1 is. So here y1 is a sin omega t minus kx and y2 is b cos omega t minus kx plus pi by 3. While measuring the phase difference, the two given functions must be either sine or cos. Therefore, here y1 is sine function, here y2 is cos function. Therefore, this sine function can be converted into cos or this cos can be converted into sine. Here I am going to convert this cos function into sine. Therefore, y2 is equal to here sine 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta. This becomes b sine omega t minus kx plus pi by 3 plus pi by 3 plus pi by 2. This is sine 90 plus theta. Therefore, the phase difference between y1 and y2 delta pi is equal to pi 2 minus pi 1. This becomes delta pi is equal to here pi 2 is nothing but pi 3 plus pi 2 minus pi 1 is here 0. Therefore, delta pi is equal to pi 3 plus pi by 2. This becomes 5 pi by 6. This is the final answer. Next one. Second problem. Consider a parallel plate capacitor which is maintained at a potential 200 volts. The separation distance between the plates of capacitor and the area of the plates are 1 millimeter and 20 centimeter square respectively. Calculate displacement current. Here displacement current ID is equal to epsilon naught into d pi by dt. This is electric flux. But your electric flux is equal to E into A. Therefore, ID is equal to epsilon naught into d by dt of E into A. This becomes epsilon naught into A into dE by dt. Therefore, ID is equal to epsilon naught into A into d by dt of here electric field E is equal to potential difference by distance. This becomes epsilon naught into A into d constant. This becomes dV by dt. Therefore, ID is equal to epsilon naught 8.85 into 10 to the power of minus 12 and the area is 20 centimeter square, 20 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square, and the thickness or separation between the plates is 1 millimeter. This becomes 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meters, and dV by dt potential is 200 and time is 1 microsecond, that is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 seconds. With this, ID is equal to 3.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 amperes. This becomes 3.5 milliamperes. This is the final answer. Next, problem number 3. What is the amplitude of electric field in parallel beam of light of intensity 15 by pi watt per meter square? So, here intensity I is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught C E naught square. Here intensity is given as 15 by pi. That becomes 1 by 2. So, here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Therefore, epsilon naught is equal to 1 by 4 pi into 9 into 10 to the power of 9. This becomes 1 by 4 pi into 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Here C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 into E naught square. From this, here is pi cancel 3 5 times E naught square is equal to, here 10 to the power of 8, 8 times cancel. Here is a 90. 4 into 8, 8 into 5 into 8 into 5 into 90. This becomes 40 into 90. This becomes 3600. Therefore, E naught is equal to square root of 3600. This becomes 60 Newton per Coulomb. And fourth one, a parallel plate capacitor with circular plates is being discharged. The radius of the circular plate is 10 cm. A circular loop of radius 20 cm is concentric with the capacitor and located halfway between the plates. If the electric field between the plates is charging at a rate of 3.6 into 10 to the 12 volt per meter second, then the displacement current through the loop. Here 3.6 volt meter per second, this is becomes dE by dt. dE by dt is given as 3.6 into 10 to the power of 12. Therefore, here Id is equal to epsilon naught into d pi by dt. This becomes epsilon naught into A into dE by dt. This becomes Id is equal to epsilon naught is 1 by 4 pi into 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Here area means circular plates, therefore pi r square. R is given as 20 centimeter, 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole square into dE by dt is given as 3.6 into 10 to the power of 12. So after simplification, the final answer is 1 ampere. Next, fifth one. At an instant, a plane electromagnetic wave has its magnetic field in the direction of vector I cap minus j cap. Therefore, magnetic field B vector is equal to I cap minus j cap, and electric field vector E bar is equal to I cap plus j cap. The wave is traveling along with the directions. Here C bar is equal to E bar cross B bar. Therefore, here C bar is equal to cross product mean delta I cap j cap k cap into E bar components 1 1 0 and B bar 1 minus 1 0. From this C bar is equal to I cap into a row column cancel, this becomes 0, minus j cap into row column cancel, this is 0, plus k cap into row column cancel, minus 1 into 1 minus 1, here already is minus 1, this becomes minus 2 k cap. Therefore, here the wave is traveling along minus k cap. Minus k cap is nothing but minus z direction. Therefore, here wave is traveling along negative z direction. Next, problem number 6. The radiation energy emitted per second of a point source is 100 watts. If the efficiency of the source is 4%, then the RMS value of electric field at a distance of 2 meter is. See here, intensity due to a point source I is equal to P by 4 pi r square. See here, therefore I is equal to, but here efficiency is given as 4%. 4% of this 100 watts by 4 pi, distance is given as 2 square. But here intensity is given as radiation emitted. See, this is 100 cancel, here 4 cancel, this becomes 1 by 4 pi. but intensity here 1 by 2 epsilon naught c E naught square is equal to 1 by 4 pi. This becomes 1 by 2 epsilon naught is nothing but 1 by 4 pi into 9 into 10 to the power of 9, and the c is 3 into 10 to the power of 8, and E naught square is equal to 1 by 4 pi. 4 pi cancel. It's 10 to the power of 8, here 8 cancel. Therefore here E naught square is equal to here is 0, 90, 30, 60. Therefore from this E naught is equal to root 60. But you have to find out RMS velocity of RMS value of electric field. Therefore ERMS value of electric field ERMS is equal to E naught by root 2. E naught is root 60 by root 2. This becomes root 30 is the answer. The problem number 7. Light from a source travels out with a velocity c. If the source moves away from the observer with a velocity v, then the relative velocity of light with respect to the observer. See, here relative velocity of the source with respect to our does not changes, it is the velocity of light only. Next, 8. A light wave has frequency 4 into 10 to the power of 14 Hz and wavelength 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters in a medium. The refractive index of the material is, refractive index mu is equal to c by v. This becomes c by v is nothing but velocity of the wave in a medium. Therefore c by n lambda. Here c is given as 3 into 10 to the power of 8, by n is the frequency 4 into 10 to the power of 14, and wavelength is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7. This becomes mu is equal to 3 by 2, therefore mu is equal to 1.5. This is the refractive index. Next, problem number 9. A plane electromagnetic wave has frequency of 2 into 10 to the power of 10 Hz. Its energy density is 1.02 into 10 to the power of minus 8 joule per meter cube in vacuum. The amplitude of the magnetic field of the wave is close to. Here this is a 1 by 4 pi epsilon value, and the speed of light is given. Here energy density, this is U bar is given as 1.02 into 10 to the power of minus 8. But energy density is 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square is equal to 1.02 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Therefore E naught square is equal to 2 into 1.02 into 10 to the power of minus 8 by epsilon naught. This becomes 2 into 1.02 into 10 to the power of minus 8. 1 by epsilon naught is nothing but 4 pi into 10 to the power of 4 pi into 9 into 10 to the power of 9. This becomes E naught square is equal to from this E naught is equal to, after simplification, this becomes 48. E naught is equal to 48, but C is equal to E naught by B naught. Therefore B naught is equal to E naught by C. E naught is 48. This becomes 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Therefore B naught is equal to 16 into 10 to the power of minus 8 Tesla, or this becomes B naught is equal, this is a amplitude of magnetic field B naught. This you can write down 160 into 10 to the power of minus 9 Tesla. 10 to the power of minus 9 is nothing but 1 nano. Therefore this becomes 160 nano Tesla. Next, problem number 10. A plane electromagnetic wave, the direction of electric field and the magnetic fields are represented by k cap and 2 I cap minus 2 j cap respectively. what is the unit vector along the direction of propagation of the vector. So here direction of the wave is in the direction of pointing vector, that is S bar is equal to E bar cross V bar, but you have to find out the unit vector S cap. First of all, find out the S bar, therefore I cap, J cap, K cap, and the components of E bar, that is given as electric field, is only K cap, therefore 0 0 1, and but whereas magnetic field 2 minus 2 0. From this S bar is equal to 2I cap plus 2J cap, but a unit vector S cap is equal to 2I cap plus 2J cap divided by square root of 2 square plus 2 square. Therefore 2I cap plus 2J cap by, this is root 8, this becomes 2 root 2. Therefore S cap is equal to, here 2 common, it is cancelled, therefore I cap plus J cap by root 2. This is the unit vector in the direction of propagation of the wave, I cap plus J cap by root 2. Therefore answer C is the correct answer. Next, problem number 11. The magnetic field of the plane electromagnetic wave is B is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8 sine 200 pi y plus ct I cap, where C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second is the speed of light. The corresponding electric field is, here magnetic field is given. Here magnetic field y plus ct is given. For example, if a wave equation is given as y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. If the wave equation is like this, omega t minus kx, therefore wave is traveling along positive x direction. If here plus is there, wave is traveling along negative x direction. But whereas here y plus ct means this is y direction, but plus means negative y direction. Therefore here C cap is equal to minus J cap, means wave is traveling along negative y direction. So here this is E cap, B cap, and here is C cap. Here I have to find out magnetic field vector is given. From that we have to find out the electric field vector. See here E cap is equal to B cap cross C cap. E cap is equal to B cap direction is given as I cap. This is I cap. Cross C cap is minus J cap. I cap cross J cap is K cap. Therefore, this is minus K cap. E cap is equal to minus K cap. But here C is equal to E naught by B naught. Therefore, E naught is equal to C into B naught. C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. B naught is amplitude of magnetic field. This is given as 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8. 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8. This becomes 9. Therefore, now E bar is equal to, its magnitude is 9, and here this is given as sine, same as like B, sine 200 pi into y plus ct, but its direction is minus k cap, therefore minus k cap. This becomes E bar is equal to minus 9 sine 200 pi into y plus ct k cap. This is the final answer. Therefore, E bar is equal to minus 9 200 pi y plus ct. Answer D is the correct answer. Next, problem number 12. The electric field of the plane electromagnetic wave propagating along the x direction in vacuum is E naught j cap cos omega t minus kx. The magnetic field B bar at the moment t is equal to 0. See here, C is equal to E naught by B naught. Therefore, B naught is equal to E naught by C. But in options, it is in terms of mu naught into epsilon naught. But C is equal to 1 by square root of mu naught epsilon naught. Therefore, B naught is equal to E naught into, here C is, therefore this becomes square root of mu naught into epsilon naught. This is the amplitude of magnetic field. Here, electric field vector is given as omega t minus kx. Omega t minus kx means here minus sign is given, therefore wave is traveling positive x direction, therefore C cap is equal to I cap. C cap is equal to I cap. From this, we have to find out here C bar is equal to E bar cross B bar. C bar is equal to E bar cross B bar. Here C bar is I cap and E bar is given as J cap cross B bar. Cross B bar. See here, J bar cross B cap. Therefore, J bar cross K cap is equal to I cap. Therefore, here B bar is equal to K cap. This is the direction of magnetic field. Now, its vector B bar is equal to, its B cap is nothing but K cap. Here B bar is equal to its magnitude E naught into square root of mu naught into epsilon naught, and same as electric field, this is cos omega t minus kx and its direction is k cap. But here I have to find out at a time t is equal to 0. Therefore, B bar is equal to E naught root mu naught into epsilon naught cos, this becomes 0 minus kx into k cap. Cos minus theta, cos of minus theta becomes cos theta. Therefore, B bar is equal to E naught into square root of mu naught epsilon naught cos kx k cap. This is the final answer. Therefore, C is the correct answer. Next, 13. The electric field of a plane electromagnetic wave is given by E bar is equal to E naught x cap plus y cap sin kz minus omega t. Its magnetic field will be given by. Here we have to find out the magnetic field. Before finding the magnetic field, what is the amplitude of magnetic field? C is equal to E naught by B naught. Therefore, B naught is equal to E naught by C. This is the amplitude of magnetic field. According to the given equation, we have to decide the direction of wave propagation. Here, electric field vector is sin kz minus omega t. Therefore, wave is traveling along z direction. Wave is traveling z direction. But in that z direction, it is positive or negative. Therefore, here negative sign is given. Therefore, positive z axis. Therefore, C cap is equal to K cap. C cap is equal to K cap. See here, C bar is equal to E bar cross B bar. C bar is nothing but K cap. E bar is given at X cap plus Y cap. Here B bar is not known, but from the options we can find out taking first option, second, third one, you can verify like this. So here I am taking third option. For third option, magnetic field vector direction is minus xi cap plus yk cap. This one gives k cap. Therefore now b cap is equal to minus xi cap plus y cap. This is the direction of magnetic field. Now magnetic field vector b bar is equal to, and its magnitude E naught by c, and same as this becomes E naught into sine kz minus omega t in its direction. This becomes minus x cap plus y cap. Therefore answer C is correct. Next, problem number 14. An electron is constructed to move along y axis with a speed of 0.1 c, where c is the speed of light, in the presence of electromagnetic wave whose electric field is E bar is equal to 30 j cap sine 1.5 into 10 to the power of 70 minus 5 into 10 to the power of minus 2x volt per meter. The maximum magnetic force experienced by electron will be. Here magnetic force acting on a charge F is equal to BQV sin theta. Maximum magnetic force, here field magnetic field is its magnitude maximum. This becomes B naught QV theta 90 sin 91. This is F maximum is equal to B naught into Q into V. But C is equal to E naught by B naught. B naught is equal to E naught by C. This becomes F maximum is equal to E naught by C into Q into V. E naught is given as 30. C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. And the velocity is given as 0.1 c. 0.1 c, and see this one also I am taking c. Therefore c gets cancelled, this point and 0 cancel. Therefore F maximum is equal to 1.6 into 3, 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 19 newtons. Next, 15. The electric field of a plane electromagnetic wave is given by E naught into I cap plus j cap by root 2 cos kz plus omega t. At t is equal to 0, a positively charged particle is at the point xyz is equal to 0, 0, pi by k. If its instantaneous velocity at t is equal to 0 is v naught k cap, the force acting on it due to the wave is. Here an electromagnetic wave, force is acting due to electric field and due to magnetic field. Here the wave electric field vector is given as cos kz plus omega t. From this we can decide the direction of wave propagation. Therefore C cap is equal to, here wave is traveling along z direction. With this plus, therefore wave is traveling along negative z direction. Therefore C cap is equal to minus k cap. Therefore here C cap is equal to minus k cap. Electric field vector E bar is equal to E naught into I cap plus j cap by root 2 into cos kz plus omega t. Cos kz plus omega t. But at a time t is equal to 0, here at a time t is equal to 0, x comma y comma z is equal to 0 comma 0 comma pi by k. E bar is equal to E naught into I plus j cap by root 2 into cos k into z is pi by k plus omega into 0. this k cancel. For E bar is equal to, here cos 180 minus 1 minus E naught into I cap plus j cap by root 2 I cap plus j cap by root 2. Here E naught minus E naught into I cap plus j cap by root 2. From this unit vector of electric field, E cap is equal to I cap plus j cap by root 2. Here is the minus. This is unit vector. Therefore, force acting due to electric field Fe is equal to Q into E bar. Here Q into E bar is nothing but Q into E bar is nothing but here is minus E naught into I cap plus j cap by root 2. This is the force due to electric field. Then I have to find out force due to magnetic field. First I have to find out the magnetic field vector B bar. While before measuring B bar, what is its amplitude? That amplitude is nothing but B naught. Therefore, here C is equal to E naught by B naught. Therefore, B naught is equal to E naught by C. This is the amplitude. Next, C cap is equal to C cap is equal to, or we have to find out a B cap here. Therefore, B cap is equal to C cap cross E cap. Therefore, B cap is equal to, C cap is nothing but minus K cap cross E cap is equal to E cap direction minus I by root 2 minus j by root 2. Therefore, the cross product of this one, B cap is equal to minus I by root 2 plus j by root 2. This is B cap. Now, force due to magnetic field, this becomes Q into V bar cross B bar. This becomes Q into V bar is nothing but V naught K cap. Therefore, V naught K cap cross B bar is equal to, B bar is nothing but its magnitude E naught by C into its unit vector minus I cap by root 2 plus j cap by root 2. This becomes Fp bar is equal to V naught E naught Q by C into K cap cross minus I cap by root 2 plus j cap by root 2. After cross product, this B bar is equal to V naught E naught Q by C, and this becomes minus I by root 2 minus j cap by root 2. Therefore, Fp bar is equal to V naught E naught Q by C into minus of I by root 2 plus j by root 2. This is magnetic. Therefore, total force is equal to force due to electric field and force due to magnetic field. Here I am taking only direction. Due to electric field, here is minus I cap plus j cap by root 2, and magnetic force also minus I by root 2 plus j by root 2. Therefore, finally, force vector is equal to minus of I cap by root 2 plus j cap by root 2. This is the direction of force. See, from the options, anti-parallel to I cap plus j cap by root 2, parallel to k cap 0, parallel to I cap plus j cap by root 2. Therefore here is a minus is there, therefore anti-parallel means here is minus, therefore option A is correct. Next, problem number 16. The electric field of two plane electromagnetic plane waves in vacuum are given by, this is one electric field and this one is another electric field. At t is equal to 0, a particle of charge q is at origin with a velocity v bar is equal to 0.8 c j cap. The instantaneous force experienced by the particle. See here also instantaneous force due to electric field and force due to magnetic fields. Here two electric fields are there, then I have to find out the corresponding two magnetic fields. First one, E1 bar is equal to E naught j cap cos omega t minus k, and E2 bar is equal to E naught k cap cos omega t minus ky. These are the two electric fields. Due to this electric field, wave is propagated along minus kx, means I cap. In this field, omega t minus ky, therefore this is j cap. See here, c cap is equal to e cap cross b cap, means c1 cap, e1 cap, b1 cap. But you have to find out b1 cap. b1 cap is equal to c cap, c1 cap cross e1 cap. c1 cap is I cap cross e1 cap is j cap. I cap cross j cap is k cap. Like that. Here b2 cap is equal to c2 cap cross e2 cap. This becomes c2 is j cap cross e2 is k cap. Therefore j cap cross k cap is equal to I cap. Therefore this becomes I cap is equal to j cap cross k cap. Now using this E1 and E2, we decided the direction of magnetic field vector, and here also in another field unit vector along the one electric field, and this another electric field. This becomes B1 cap and this becomes B2 cap. Here force is equal to, one is electric field Q into E1 bar, another electric field Q into E2 bar, plus magnetic field Q into V bar cross B1 bar, another electric field Q into V bar cross B2 bar. Therefore F bar is equal to Q into E1, means its amplitude and unit vector. Amplitude is given as E naught and its E1 is moving along j cap, plus here also Q into E2 is k cap, plus Q into V bar is given as 0.8 c j cap cross B1, means its magnitude E naught by c and its unit vector is k cap, plus Q into 0.8 c j cap cross B2 cap, its magnitude is E naught by C and unit vector is I cap. See, after simplification, here we can find out F bar is equal to Q into E naught into J cap plus 0.8 I cap plus I cap 0.2 K cap. This is the final answer. Therefore, option D is correct. Next 17. The magnetic field of a plane electromagnetic wave is given by B naught cos kz minus omega t, B1 j cap cos kz plus omega t, where B naught is given and B1. The RMS values of force experienced by the stationary charge. Q is equal to 10 to the power of minus 4c at Z is equal to Z is close to. Stationary means force due to magnetic field is 0. Only force due to electric field. Force due to electric field. But here the magnetic field, one is Z axis kz minus omega t, another one is kz plus omega t. These two are perpendicular to B naught, one vector is acting I cap, another is j cap. Therefore, this is B naught. Another one is B1 is acting along j cap. This is B1. So, resultant of this becomes B naught square plus B1 square. Therefore, B is equal to square root of B naught square plus B1 square. This becomes square root of B naught is given as 3 into 10 to the power of minus 5 whole square plus B1 is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 whole square. With this, B is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 into square root of 904. Here, force due to electric field, this becomes E bar dot Q. Therefore, here only onto magnitude F is equal to EQ. First, we have to find out E. E is equal to C into B. This becomes C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. B is 10 to the power of minus 6 into square root of 904. This becomes 3 into 10 square and 904 approximately 900. This becomes 30. And this becomes 90 into 10 square. This is E. Now force F is equal to E into Q. E is 90 into 10 square. Q is given as 10 to the power of minus 4. 10 to the power of minus 4. This becomes 0.9 newtons. But here I have to find out the RMS value of force. Therefore, RMS value of force, FRMS is equal to F naught by root 2. This I am taking F naught. This is 0.9 by root 2. This becomes 0.6 newtons. Next, so very important. An electromagnetic wave of intensity 50 watt per meter square enters in a medium of refractive index N without any loss. The ratio of magnitudes of electric fields and the ratio of magnitudes of magnetic fields of the wave before and after entering into a medium respectively. See here, intensity I is equal to 1 by 2 N in a medium, epsilon naught E naught square into C. See here, this is medium 1, this is medium 2, here N is equal to 1, here N is equal to N, refractive index. The wave is traveling from vacuum to this medium. Here is intensity I1, here is intensity I2. But here no energy loss, therefore I1 is equal to I2. I1 means 1 by 2. Here n is nothing but 1, epsilon naught. In this field E1 square into C, that is equal to, here 1 by 2, here is n, epsilon naught, E2 square into C. C 1 by 2, 1 by 2, epsilon naught, C cancel. This becomes E1 square by E2 square is equal to E1 n by 1. From this E1 by E2 is equal to root n. This is the ratio of electric fields. And then the ratio of magnetic fields. See here, E is equal to C into B. E1 by E2 is equal to C1 by C2. C1 means this is C. C2 means in this field velocity V into B1 by B2. E1 by E2 is equal to root n. C by V is n. Then B1 by B2. Therefore, B1 by B2 is equal to root n by n. This becomes 1 by root n. Therefore, B1 by B2 is equal to 1 by root n. E1 by E2 root n. B1 by B2 1 by root n. Therefore, A is correct. Next 19. A light wave is incident normally on a glass slab of refractive index 1.5. If 4% of the light gets reflected and amplitude of the electric field of the incident light is 30 volt per meter, then the amplitude of electric field for the wave propagating in a glass medium will be. So this is the glass medium. N is equal to given as 1.5. Here n is equal to 1. This is the wave of intensity I. When 0.4 is reflected, so 4% means 4 by 100 means there is 0.04. 0.04 I reflected and 0.96 is transmitted into the second medium. This is I2, here is I1. Therefore, I2 is equal to 0.96 I1. 0.96 I1. But here I is equal to 1 by 2 n C epsilon naught E naught square. Therefore, I2 means in this 1 by 2 n is 1.5 into C epsilon naught, E naught E naught square that is equal to 0.96 so 1 by 2 here is 0.96 into 1 by 2 n is nothing but I1 means 1 C into epsilon naught into this I am taking E1 square. See, this one is E2 square. E2 square. So here 1 by 2 C. Here also 1 by 2 C. Here another epsilon naught is there. Here also epsilon naught cancel. Therefore here E2 square is equal to 0.96 means 96 by 100. 1.5 means 3 by 2. Here this becomes 2 by 3 and this becomes E1 square. 332. Therefore E2 square is equal to 64 by 100 E1 square. Therefore, E2 is equal to 8 by 10 E1. Therefore, E2 is equal to 8 by 10 E1 in first medium is given as 30 volt per meter. This is 30, therefore 0, 0. This becomes E2 is equal to 24 volt per meter. Next, an electromagnetic wave is represented by the electric field E bar as E naught n cap sine omega t plus 6y minus 8z, taking unit vectors in x, y, z directions to be I cap, j cap, k cap. The direction of propagation is, see, the general electromagnetic wave equation E bar is equal to E naught sine omega t minus k bar dot r bar. Here r bar is position vector, k bar is wave velocity direction, wave propagation direction. This becomes k bar is equal to kx I cap, ky j cap, kz k cap. This I already explained in theory. R bar is equal to x I cap plus y j cap, z k cap. Therefore, k bar dot r bar is equal to kx into x plus ky into y, kz into z. But here E bar is equal to given as E naught sine omega t minus 8z minus 6y. See here minus common, this becomes 8z minus 6y. And when you compare this one, this equation and this equation, omega t minus k dot r bar, this becomes k bar dot r bar, this becomes k bar dot r bar. Not this one, these two equations, kx into x, ky into y plus kz is into z. Here z component is 8, therefore kz is equal to 8. Y component ky is equal to minus 6. From this, k bar is equal to minus 6 j cap plus 8 k cap. This is k bar, but its direction, propagation direction is c cap, that is equal to k cap. This becomes minus 6 j cap plus 8 k cap by square root of 36 plus 64. This becomes minus 6 j cap plus 8 k cap by 10. This is the wave propagation direction. Next, let E naught and B naught denote the amplitude of electric and magnetic field of a plane electromagnetic wave in A. The magnitude of the average momentum transferred per unit area per unit time to a totally absorbing surface is. See here, momentum is equal to I into A into T by C. But here I would find out the momentum per unit area and the unit time. This becomes I by C. This becomes 1 by C into I. I means 1 by 2 epsilon naught. Vacuum means n is equal to 1. C E naught square. Therefore, here C gets cancelled. Therefore, P by AT is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square. Therefore, option A is correct. A laser beam is operating a 100 millivolt. The amount of energy stored by 90 centimeter length of this beam will be. So here energy density, energy per unit, this is U bar. U bar is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square. Energy means energy density into volume. This becomes 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square. Volume means area into length. Therefore, U is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square A into LC. But here intensity I is equal to 1 by 2 C epsilon naught E naught square. From this I by C is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square. See, 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square is equal to I by C into A into L. But intensity is equal to power by area. P by AC into AL. AA gets cancelled. This becomes P into L by C. Therefore, P is the power given 100 milliwatts. 100 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Length is given as 90 centimeter. 90 into 10 to the power of minus 2 by C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. This becomes 3 into 10 to the power of minus 10 joules. Okay, with this we completed total problem.